Heisman polls, college football is here, baby. Woo!
Good mornings.
We got a big one coming up, right? September 7th. Yeah,
it's
so check out our invite that we sent out, guys. And today we're going to be doing a football analogy about something in the mortgage industry we want to talk about. And before we do that, I just want to remind you about our big game invite on our Facebook page. So RSVP, go to Bunk and Baker Mortgage Group on Facebook or on our Instagram profile. There's a link. We want you to come out. We got a big 20-foot blow-up screen. We're going to have the road open, and we're going to be hanging out, bring fold-out chairs, and we'll have cold drinks while it's a little warm outside. So
hot air, cold drinks.
There you go. So anyway, come to that. So let's get on our football analogy today. So we want to talk about your credit score. And so, Austin, I know a lot of times, me being the consumer, I'll go in a website, Free Credit Score or Credit Karma, and I'll get my credit score. I'm like, oh, this is great. And then, I'll come to you because I'm ready to get a mortgage. You pull my credit score, and they're totally different numbers.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Good question. So your credit report doesn't change based off of who's pulling it, but the score that your report gets does. And so one of the analogies that we love to use is a football analogy. And so imagine that you're a college football player, right? That's where you perform. If we take you and we put you on a high school field, then you're going to outperform the competition over here, right? You're going to look like a superhero. But if we take you and we put you on an NFL field, you're going to get squished. So the same thing is essentially happening with our credit reports. Whenever we're going, depending on who is pulling your credit score, that drives the score that is being showed. So it's the same person, it's the same athlete, it's the same credit report, but the score that we're allocating that report is changing, and it's changing because of what we're applying for. We're moving in escalating levels of risk. And so this would be your high school score, essentially. This is like going to Pottery Barn or going to freecreditreport.com. You're trying to finance a couch, or you just get an idea of like what your credit score is.
Consumer retail purchases.
Right. So you're thinking, oh, I'm in the mid 700s, so you think you're in the 740s, right? But then you go to the Chevy dealership down the road.
Get a new Corvette.
Yeah, they pull your credit, and it's not going to maybe look quite as strong. It might look like a 730, over here. Well, ultimately, the big show, the NFL, is going and financing a home. And so you walk into a bank or you call us, mortgage lender, and we pull your credit. Maybe this looks like a 715 over here. It's the same person, it's the same report, but depending on who's looking at it, that's what drives that score down potentially. And so when we see variances based off of what you thought your score was versus what it is for us, that's what's going on. Is you're looking to take on a big debt with a lot of risk, and we want to know what is the likelihood of your ability to repay this loan. So that's the big question. That's what your credit score is all about. It's not about how responsible are you financially. It's literally about how well do you pay your debt and how much history do we have showing that, because we're about to let you borrow a whole lot of money. We need to make sure that you're a good credit risk for us. So that's what's going on, and that's why we see different credit scores. So the report isn't changing, it's who is looking at that report. Now, when the lenders pull over here, we're all seeing the same thing. So the way the bureaus know and the credit intermediary companies that we go through to get these scores, they know what type of financial institution we are versus an auto dealership versus Pottery Barn or whoever. They know that, hey, this is a lender, they're pulling for a mortgage inquiry.
Got you.
So
the reason that I'm applying is a big factor in this.
Yeah, what you're applying for.
And when we're moving from the high school scenario to the NFL scenario, it's getting more heavily scrutinized because the mortgage is the most scrutinized loan that there is right now. We all remember 2008, and our government and regulatory bodies don't want us to get back there.
Right.
So when we pull a credit score for our mortgage purpose, it's the most scrutinized, and that's why you might see a dip in the number.
That's exactly right.
Awesome.
That's it. So that's why the scores change. And if you have any questions about that, let us know. Still a good idea to use the free credit report services.
Yeah, to show you if anything pops up that's not yours or
exactly, and to keep an idea. And if you see this thing trending upwards, well, that's a good indicator that all of these are trending up. If you see it going the other way, same thing. You want to look into that. So we don't want to discredit this service. It's just helping you understand why these scores are different. And that's it.
Alright guys, like our video, share it, comment. Don't forget about our game coming up. We'd love to see you and your friends or family out there in RSVP.
Woo! Adios.
Adios. Ready?
Yeah.
You fail. When he
I
cuts.
gotta go this way. I was like, oh, I'm not
Yeah.
sure about that.